Hey, I'm your host YG, and welcome to 290 Bridge Sports. While you at it, hit that subscribe and punch that like button to never miss any content that will be coming to you daily. Today, I will be bringing to you the 2018 NFL AFC South and AFC West prediction. Let's get it. Hey, hope y'all guys is ready for this 2018 season as I am, guys. As you see behind me, I will be repping those Houston Texans, the same team that I've been repping ever since they came into the league. I am a Houston Texans fan, guys, and tonight we will be starting off with the Houston Texans down here in Houston, Texas. Last year, guys, we see the record spoke for itself. It was 4-12. We started off the season hot under the leadership of Deshaun Watson, but going down in November with a torn knee ACL, put him out for the rest of the season. After him basically going down, we basically end up losing the rest of the games. We had basically a crazy season. We was missing Deshaun Watson. We were missing J.J. Watt. Brian Cushing was basically going through his thing. Now he's not on the team anymore. Hopefully this season for 2018 with the addition of Honey Badger, Merklis coming back, J.J. Watt, Kareem Jackson, just giving y'all some names, guys. These guys should really put their stamp and really should put their mark in the game for 2018 season. This core together that has been assembled by the Houston Texans, I feel is one of the best core defenses we have had yet. Under the leadership of Romeo Cromwell, one of the great defensive coordinators, I feel, you know what I'm saying, in NFL history, who will probably go down as a Hall of Famer in the future. I feel like we have a real good chance this year, guys, to turning that corner and actually flipping that record around. Deshaun Watson threw for 1,699 yards for 19 touchdowns in the small time that he actually played for the Houston Texans. The guy led pretty much the NFL on the rookie board and for the MVP race all the way up until the 5th week. Going down November, basically, you know what I'm saying, the run for the Houston Texans that had basically came out the gate blazing saddles, going real fast with that snowball effect going downhill. So hopefully this year with Foreman, Alfred Blue, Lamar Miller, Deshaun Watson, who else we have? Braxton Miller, DeAndre Hopkins, Ryan Griffin at tight end. Hopefully these guys can bring something new to the table that us Houston Texans been dying for to see for years and years to come, ever since Andre Johnson and Arian Foster basically left the team. We're trying to get back to that downhill, running the ball type style of team, but we do see that we have a extraordinary receiving corps. So with the quarterback that we have, you will see on Sundays and your Monday night or Thursday night games, whenever they take place, you will see Deshaun Watson basically airing it out. So far in training camp, we've been seeing Deshaun Watson been taking the reps. He's looking good right now, taking the first team reps. He took the knee brace off his knee, I want to say, in week 2 of training camp, and he did real good against San Francisco 49ers in the first drive and only drive that basically he had of the night. He ended up scoring a touchdown to, I think, to Ellington, throwing the ball to number 12 to Ellington. They looked at real good, connected on maybe like 3 or 4 of the passes to Ellington on that actual drive. And for the most part, us Texans, we looking real good for the 2018 season. I can honestly see that 4-12 flipping around and going to 12-4 real easy. The teams that I have down right now to actually beat the Texans for the 2018 season, I have the Jags beating us one time at home. I have the Eagles beating us at home, and I have the Broncos beating us at home. Them are the 3 losses that I have down so far. There could be another one in there in the mix, but these are just my predictions that I have so far. So honestly, that's why I have the record right now going to be 12-4. So for that 4th team that I can see the Texans maybe losing to is going to be a toss-up. But we'll probably get back into that once the season starts rolling and we start seeing what the team is actually bringing to the table, guys. Next on our list, guys, we will be talking about the Jaguars, the Jacksonville Jaguars down there in Jacksonville. Jacksonville Jaguars, guys, came into the season basically looking to win it all. But as we seen in the 2017 season, basically we fell short just by a little bit. The Jags records, they actually went 10-6 in the season, and they actually had a real good chance on actually winning the Super Bowl in 2017. Just a few hiccups down the line, a few little mistakes down the line, derailed their plans on actually playing in the Super Bowl. But for the most part, guys, I think that this team will be back in the playoff for another deep run. I have these guys projected to go 13-3 for the 2018 season. And that's if everybody stays healthy. Right now, we have everybody healthy. Blake Bortles is coming back healthy. We have the guys right now. I want to say they're playing at the top of their games right now. Blake Bortles signed a new contract in the offseason, so that added a little bit of stability to the team for the quarterback not being able to look over his shoulders every day and to see basically what is the GM going to be doing today, what is the head coach going to be doing today. He signed for an actual offseason contract, so he will be back to play for the Jaguars for a number of seasons. They had the number 2 defense in the NFL AFC Championship appearance in 2017, and they lost to the New England Patriots in that playoff run. It was a very great game for y'all guys who've seen the game. It came down to the wire, but the New England Patriots ended up taking that game and actually sending them to the Super Bowl to play against the Philadelphia Eagles. The defensive rush D-line is good. The offensive O-line is very good too. They had 10 sacks in opener game in the 2017 season. That actually willed them the nickname Saxonville. They had 6 Pro Bowlers on the defense that actually went to the Pro Bowl in 2017. New head coach now this year, you have Doug Marrone, the head coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Will be looking to implement his imprint in the game. And I feel that Doug Marrone actually is the coach for this team. This team right here has a lot of grit and grimy players, you know what I'm saying? So Doug Marrone is one of them hands-on type coaches who doesn't mind getting in there and being hands-on with these players. You have Leonard Fournette, who's 6'4", 240 pounds, rushed for 1,040 yards in the season with 9 touchdowns. That's tremendous for a rookie running back coming up out of LSU. We all knew what Leonard Fournette was going to do. We didn't think he was going to be doing it in that fashion, but the guy's a straight beast. Well, what can we say? You know what I'm saying? The guy's a product of his environment, and the guy is just on a whole nother level when he grabbed the ball. He doesn't look to run away from you. This guy looks to run through you guys, and you will be seeing a lot of Leonard Fournette in years to come. They're bringing in tight end Austin Jenkins, who went to Jags. Telvin Smith. We still have Marquise Lee from USC. Could have a career high year if he actually, you know what I'm saying, can stay healthy and stay out the tabloids. We have Kentucky signed undrafted player Kellen Cole, second year leading wide receiver in 2017 with 748 yards receiving, just straight fast. I mean, this guy right here is just a straight blur. So keep a close eye out for Kelly Cole this year, guys. Another guy that I feel like will be up and coming in the NFL. Key losses over there, guys. They lost Allen, they lost Hearns, they lost Robertson, and these all guys play wide receiver. And they added Dante Moncrief from the Indianapolis Colts. So Luck will not be having that guy over there for a target for his first year back. He still to have Ty Hilton over there, but he will not be having Dante Moncrief over there, guys. And Dante Moncrief signed for a 1-year deal. Jags had 7 defensive touchdowns in 2017. That's a lot of defensive touchdowns, guys. So that let you know, my coach always told me growing up playing any kind of sport, you know what I'm saying, defense win championship, guys. And this team right here was on their way. And like I say, guys, ending up with a 10-6 record for the end of the year says a lot about a team who basically was on the ass end looking in the whole year almost from 2016, and they turned that corner, with strides, and they haven't looked back since. I have them guys going from a 10-6 record to a 13-3. I had them guys actually improving by 3 games this season. I just feel like these guys had a whole season to gel a little bit more than they did. The defense is coming back stronger. Jalen Ramsey is really holding them guys over there to a high standard over on their defense. I know right now, guys, on ESPN, he's in the tabloids for the things said about the quarterback, guys, and I know right now he's looking like a real, for the most part, what can we say about Jalen Ramsey? He pretty much holds himself to a high standard, and that guy comes to play pretty much every game. So until that guy shows us something different in the NFL right now, I can honestly say he backs up everything that he say. So on to the next team, guys. The next team we'll be talking about in the AFC South, we'll be going down to the Indianapolis Colts. And the Indianapolis Colts, guys, are coming off a tumultuous season. 4-12 season, just like the Texans. They had Andrew Luck basically still down again from his injury that he didn't take not one snap the whole season, guys. And he is finally back. Jacoby Brissett took pretty much all the snaps, and this guy right here, he tried his best. He tried to will the team to some victories, guys. He just could not get it. It's real big shoes to fill when Andrew Luck goes down and you really haven't took no reps with this team. And when he came in, it looked like basically he never took any reps with this team. Moncrief being injured really didn't help anything. You having Ty Hilton, and with him being a smaller receiver, you really have to be a perennial quarterback these days to really know what these guys going to be. And I can honestly say that Brissett, he had a real bad season. Hopefully the young man bounced back from it, but this is the NFL and this is a business. So for the most part, you know what I'm saying, I can honestly see him being maybe second, maybe third string, being pushed all the way back. Colts had the 3rd pick in the draft, and they traded that pick to the Jets. Yes, they had the 3rd pick in the draft, and they traded it to the Jets. And I feel like that was real dumb in my opinion, because you actually had a chance to go out and actually get a quarterback that you seen in the draft last year from the Carson Wentz and all them guys. But they traded that pick to the Jets. And for me, I'm going to say how everybody said, they must be really banking on Andrew Luck to come back and being basically like a Terminator type player, because to have the 3rd pick and trade that pick away, that shows you have a lot of confidence in your quarterback. And for Andrew Luck, for you, I'll be in there right now if I was you, on your knees right now, saying your praises to anybody you can, because you have got saved. You have got saved again for a whole nother season. So you have a chance to go back out here right now, redeem yourself, prove yourself, and show this team that you can come back and be that captain that you once were. He haven't played in 19 months from his shoulder injury. 19 months. We know that there are 12 months in the year. So he was out for a whole year and some change, and he had not threw a football. When he came out this year in training camp, he started off throwing smaller type footballs, and gradually he built himself up to the NFL size and weight football. But I actually, you know what I'm saying, can see him coming right now, actually turning that stride and actually being that player that he once was. He looked pretty good to me. But, of course, that was training camp. We really haven't seen him in a live 4-quarter game, playing the actual 4 quarters, maybe overtime in some cases. But I do see him this year really having a good season. I didn't say great season, but I did say I do see him having a good season. Number 22 running back, you have Marlon Mack. You have wide receiver Ty Hilton. You have number 33, the running back. You have Turbin from the Seahawks, who they just signed over there. So right now, we really don't have really too many big names over there with the Colts. We just can say that the team right now has finally got back there healthy, and they healthy captain, which is Andrew Luck. So hopefully the offense can start showing some progression and start showing some strides from the actual 2016 season. So because the 2017 season, as we know, a 4-12 record, that's not good at all. This year, guys, I can actually see these guys going 5-11. But I have my prediction down at 4-12 again. I just don't see Andrew Luck pretty much having what it takes to really come to this season right now in the 2018 season and really turning that corner all in one. I think he's just going to need a little bit more help from the receivers, and he's going to need way more than a little bit more help on the defensive side of the ball. And I just don't feel like the Indianapolis Colts can really fit that bill this season. So I had them guys going again 4-12, guys. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. Last on the AFC South, guys, we have the Tennessee Titans. The reason why I say this team last for the AFC South, guys, because the Tennessee Titans I have picked this year for my dark horse team of the season. This team right here, guys, just coming off a 9-7 record. That's not bad at all. A 9-7 record, and you had to deal with 2 perennial backs in Henry and in Murray. You had to give both these guys their touches. Now with Murray basically retiring this summer and basically leaving the NFL to go start his broadcasting career, that leaves back there Derrick Henry from Alabama back there to receive all the touches. And if y'all guys watch what I watched last season, we all seen the same thing. We know that Derrick Henry is a 40 touches a game type guy. This guy can pretty much carry the load. He can pretty much be an every down back. And I see this year with not having to play between the field with Murray and with Henry, I feel like that can really turn the Tennessee Titans. They could turn that corner they really need to be going on right now. Because honestly, I feel like the Tennessee Titans was just a small smidget away for really being that team that they really want to be. And I think it really fell off real on the running back situation with both of those guys. So now this year you only have running back. You have Derrick Henry. This is his 3rd year. He rushed for 744 yards in the 2017 season. That was his career high. 744 yards in his 3rd year. And that's his career high. Murray, like I say, Murray retired, making Henry the number one back now. Derrick Henry, let's remember this guy. This guy is 6'3", 247 pounds. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm gonna keep telling you this. If you have a big time running back there like Derrick Henry, and this guy is 6'3", 247 pounds, running downhill with a mobile quarterback in Marcus Mariota. Then you have a wide receiver number 84, Corey Davis. I mean, Delanie Walker, the tight end, I mean, he speaks for himself. The guy is a walking Bigfoot. All you have to do is just get him in the red zone into space, guys. He's going to come up and come down with it. You have number 18, Rashard Matthews. You have number 13, Taywan Taylor. The Texans, Titans, week 12. Pretty good matchup right there. I have, of course, the Texans winning that game, but anything can happen in that game. I just pretty much think that week 11 and week 12 is when things start real serious. And I honestly have the Texans winning that game, but we can go down to the wire in that game. The Tennessee Titans signed Taylon Loman for a 5-year, $80 million deal. This is the left tackle for the offensive line. The highest paid offensive lineman ever in NFL history. Once again, let me give you these numbers. He signed $80 million as an offensive lineman. Yes, he did. And we are talking about Taylor Lumen himself. And for the most part, guys, this guy is a straight monster. If you seen him basically when he signed, he had on the Boss Hog Outlaw outfit, the hat, the jacket, the pants, and he even had the cigar in his mouth. He had the cigar, the whole Boss Hog Outlaw from Dukes and Hazzard outfit on, guys. And I would have had it on too, signing for a 5-year, $80 million contract as an offensive lineman. And he knew then when he signed that contract that he was the highest paid in NFL history. NFL history, guys, offensive lineman at left tackle, the blind side. So I wanted to say, hey, man, if you can't spend all that money down here in Houston, Texas, we can help you out a little bit. Feel free to contact us or hit us up any given time down here at 290 Bridge Sports Network, and we will be showing you how to spend that money. 5-year, $80 million. Hey, man, I salute to you, boss, man. Get your money, man. I'm not mad at you. I can see them guys off top, being a real contender in the AFC South this year with the things that they basically have done up to this point. I could honestly see it. And 15 interceptions, worse than NFL, with 5 returns, career high in 2017. I mean, Marcus Mariota, you're going to have to clean that up, buddy. I mean, I understand you a gunslinger from Oregon. You ran a lot of spread type of offense, but in NFL, 15 interceptions, that will get you sent home. We're just going to say that we're going to chalk it up to you just having a bad season, having your first bad season. But I'm going to tell you right now, just as an unbiased party, 15 interceptions, we must clean that up. If you clean up those interceptions with the team that you have right now for the 2018 season, my predictions, unbiased, have you going from a 9-7 record to a 10-6 record. I have you improving by 1 game. Now, we don't know what that 1 game going to be. Hopefully, it's not against my Texans, but I have y'all guys improving by 1 game. So this season right here, Marcus Mariota, keep the turnovers down, limit the interceptions, get more into the end zone as far as touchdowns, and I can see y'all guys in the playoffs. And that is the AFC South predictions for the 2018 NFL season for your 290 Bridge Sports Network. I'm your host, YG. I will be back soon with the AFC West predictions. Until then, I'm your host, YG from 290 Sports Bridge Network. Peace.